picks, Holly picks. What have I gotten myself into? Whoa, Holly picks, yeah, Holly picks. She picks my shirt, she picks my shoes. We'll be all across the country, just like a ride down Route 66. So Saturday at noon, this is where to tune, right here at Holly Picks. Give me a head with hair, long beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxing. Would you give me it down to there, shoulder length longer, here, baby, there, mama, everywhere, daddy, daddy, hair. Blow it, show it, long as God can grow it, my hair. Blow it, show it, long as God can grow it, my hair. Oh, my hair, give me a head with hair. Holly, please give me a head with hair. Don't cut it all off.
Well, it's too late for that. We've already promised the fans, so.
Right. So it's too late.
It's too late.
I've already got the cape on.
Put the guitar down.
Put the guitar down.
Showtime.
Oh no. What have I? Boy, the theme song? Holly Picks, Holly Picks. What have I gotten myself into? Well, folks, all right. He said he couldn't wait. Hold on one second. Before, today.
We only have 30 minutes. I got to start this process
Oh,
fast.
geez. Today of all days. I hope you made this strong.
Oh, yeah. We're going to take the glasses off.
Oh, boy.
We have a backup hairstylist, aka my mother, on call just in case I really, really mess this up.
Wow.
It's like
Which
the
that's
blind
totally
leading the
will.
blind.
That's encouraging on my part. Holly, as a hairstylist, I think you're supposed to make your client feel confident and
Feel at peace.
At peace, like he or she is in good hands.
Yeah. Well, considering I've never done this before, I don't want to make any promises I can't.
Yeah. So far, the spray feels very good.
Yeah. No, I got it. It's very hot outside.
Kind of warm outside. It's kind of nice.
You want to party down the middle?
No, Mom, that's not what I learned on YouTube. YouTube taught me to section off the top once it's all sprayed.
Section off the top.
Oh,
This is probably really exciting for the fans.
They're going to need
Are
to
there any
speed this up.
questions that are?
Can we do that?
Let me see here. Hang on
yeah,
one second.
we've got some questions
Let's
on
do
the
that.
screen.
This is from Karen Ledsworth. What year did you first grow your hair long, and what did your mom and dad think of you with long hair? Well, Karen, I went to an all-boys Catholic high school, and so of course when the Beatles came out, and I was a young guitarist, I of course wanted to grow my hair long, but the brothers, the Christian brothers, had other plans for their students who tried to grow their hair long. There was one kid in my class who refused to get his hair cut because it couldn't touch the top of your ears. So they brought him into the office and shaved half of his head.
No, they didn't.
And he had
No.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
are you serious?
I'm serious. And he had to walk around school with half a shaved head, and then he, not shaved, but like a crew cut. And then so the next day he had to go and go to the barber shop and have it matched. So that was, yeah. It was not.
Wait, that's abuse.
You could not. Are you kidding me?
That's terrible.
I got beaten my first year,
Oh
my
my
first
gosh,
gym
that's
class.
heartbreaking.
Jeez.
And you can read all these horrifying stories in my upcoming memoir. Roll with the Changes, My Life Within and Without Aria Speedwagon. I'm getting close, folks. Really, really close.
So I wonder how hairstylists keep it consistent of how short they're cutting it.
I think,
Well, you
I
just have
think
to
we
follow the line, honey.
I say go for it. Now let's make it artistic. If we're going to do this, it's got to be unique.
Let's just really do it.
I say dig in.
Is there another question?
Make it funky. Let's
I
see what
like
the
you
next.
answering questions.
Okay, let's see what the
Our
question
mom
is.
silence on set, please.
Just for the viewers.
Can you read that question, Holly? Who's it from?
How short are you going to let her cut your hair? You are a rock star. You have to keep your hair a little long.
Well, as a former lead singer in a rock band, for the next at least year, I'm a civilian. So,
Right.
I no longer have to have any type of rock image of any sort. So it's up to Holly what I look like for the foreseeable future.
I mean, what's nice is that your hair is really curly, so even if I really mess it up, I think the girls will just hide all the mistakes.
Wait, did I tell you that? Well, I don't know if the fans know about Smooth. Smooth is my longtime guitar tech who, about 3 months ago, got a double lung transplant and is recovering incredibly. It's unbelievable. I'm so filled with joy about Smooth. And Smooth has a full head of hair too, Holly, as you know,
Oh, yeah,
full
he's
head of
got
curly
great
hair. And I talked to him the other day, and he decided that he woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and he looked like a clown to himself. So he pretty much shaved his head.
He did?
Yeah, he's down to a crew cut, and he looks amazing. So worst case scenario,
You just shave it all off.
yeah, we go like Josh,
Right.
What's Josh, like a number 2 or number 3 on the clipper?
Oh,
Wait,
I'm no hairstylist. So I don't know.
2.
do we have a clipper out here? Do you need a clipper?
No.
Like an electric clipper?
The answer from mom is no, so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
We're not going to go that short.
Okay, low
Wait,
key, it's not looking bad.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about this.
All right. Let's
There's
see.
like 2 hairs on the floor.
This is from Holly Ann. Holly, when did you know your dad was famous?
Is he? I'm just kidding.
Wow. This is just a total ego beating for me. Basically the entire time I've been off the road has been just,
Keeping you humble.
yeah,
Dad.
it's like
That's good.
just taming my narcissistic tendencies on a daily basis. But Holly, you do understand that a certain amount of narcissism is part of my job description, so
Well, you're home now. So.
yeah, I'm home.
Okay, we'll get back.
I haven't heard
It's a
very
good
much,
question.
I haven't heard very much applause or laughter. As many hysterical things as I've said, the audience is very low key this week. I guess they're concentrating on the hair.
When did you first dye your hair blonde?
I dyed the hair blonde. Well, first, all right, what happened is,
Because I only know you as a blonde dad.
right, what happened
Or
is,
a very dirty blonde.
right, what happened is Dave Amato had his 80s haircut when he joined the band, and we all collectively were trying to convince Dave to get his haircut. So Mom found a hair cutter named Giuseppe Franco.
That sounds fancy.
Oh yeah, Beverly Hills, Italian, great guy. I miss Giuseppe. And I went to him for a while, and then we decided, because Dave was very unwilling to get a haircut, but we figured, okay, Beverly Hills, Italian, Dave Amato, Giuseppe Franco, we figured there was a little Italian bonding there. So we all, as a band, went down to Giuseppe's and to support Dave. And Dave was reluctant, to say the least. So I thought, all right, maybe if I go first, then
Yeah, don't move your head.
maybe if I go first, I'll kind of prime the pump for Dave. So Giuseppe cut my hair short. And then, of course, Dave bailed. And
He did?
He did.
Dave!
He eventually succumbed, and he went to Giuseppe for years. And now he has his very own live-in hairstylist here in Westlake Village. So he's set. Yes, Dee Dee is his girlfriend / hairstylist.
That's pretty convenient if you ask me.
Pretty convenient. But I waited. Lisa met or heard of a young hairstylist named Nikki McCauley, who worked in Westlake Village, and that she was young and hip and cool. And so Mom suggested that I go in and see Nikki, and that was about, what, 16 years ago?
Oh,
At least.
at least.
At least-
Soon after we moved out here.
Yeah. So I met Nikki and just love her dearly. She's like kind of a, what do you call it? Like a little, I'm kind of a father figure for her. We talk in the chair and
It's
so
like therapy and a haircut.
yeah. And we're you get close to your hairstylist. So Nikki, little by little, put some blonde streaks in, and and then my hair was kind of turning blonde anyway about that time, if you know what I'm saying. And so.
I think you could rock just full gray.
Really? Well, we're going to
Just
find
really
out.
go for it.
We are going to find out how, because you're probably going to cut out what's ever left of the blonde. That's a good idea. Just cut out anything that's left of the blonde, get rid of.
You want to cut your hair this short?
Yeah. Why not? The audience likes it. Right? In the audience, you think that's a good idea? Exactly.
What I'm really having trouble with right now is consistency.
It's called evening out.
Could it be that I'm moving my head the entire
Yeah,
time
maybe,
you're cutting?
maybe.
All right, so, okay, what?
I think our live studio audience maybe needs to not be so live. I don't know.
Okay, so what does that say? What do you think of your, what? Of your hair back in the
80s.
Oh, what do I think of my hair back in the 80s? Well,
That was sick.
it depends. In the I liked it in the 70s when it was really like out there, just long, really long. But in the 80s, it kind of became a hybrid situation where I was kind of starting to cut it a little bit, but didn't want to cut it all that much. And
So I think I should just fully ear needs
Yeah.
to show.
yeah, go
We
for
just
it.
need to get that out.
Yeah, get that out.
Worst case, we can just shave it all off.
Yeah, exactly. The truth is that, and I met James Hetfield of Metallica at the Eddie Money tribute that we did in February, and James was the first kind of heavy rocker to cut his hair. And so I do credit James, and I told him in person that I appreciated the fact that he had the courage to cut the 80s hair off. And that kind of, when I saw that, I'm like, all right, James can do it, I can do it. So I did.
So it seems like the technique that I've seen on YouTube the most frequently is this cutting up motion.
Yes, good. That gives it texture.
That gives it some texture.
Holly, what
So-
style are you going for?
Oh,
That's to be determined. We have another member of our live studio audience, Josh Cronin, who's joined us for
It's a
this
family affair.
great event. Josh was really influential in convincing my dad to do this.
yes, he was. It was. I got ganged up on that night by Holly and Josh, and I
Because releasing the hair is it's an emotional release too.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic.
I don't know if you noticed the nuance, Holly, but that night that we talked about it, I asked if I could have until noon the following day to give my answer, and the text saying yes came in at 11:59.
Mhm.
Did you notice
I
that?
did.
Thank you.
I did. But here we are.
That was meant to be a joke. I thought maybe you'd think that was funny.
Okay.
I'm glad the audience gets my sense of
Any
humor.
more questions?
Okay.
Say,
So
what's that?
when are you going to release your concert videos on digital format?
Wow. I have no idea.
That's a
I
good idea.
assumed that we already have done that, but what do you mean, to a streaming service? Something
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
That'd be a good idea.
That's a good
Try to do a
idea.
Netflix special.
yeah, that's a good idea. We're actually working on a theatrical release with a friend of ours, the young and lovely Matt Gerlich. He is working on a deal to put a concert video in drive-in theaters around the country. So that's something that we're
Ooh,
currently,
that'd be cool.
yeah.
All right, so
That would be great.
I'm not confident on how to tackle this area because the back you can
As
you can
fans.
hide.
Right.
You know,
Cascading down.
Just cut it off. Come
You
on.
can hide the back, but the front.
The sides, you got to go short because the sides is where it just
Okay, so
sticks
a
out.
technique that I saw on YouTube is that
Okay.
you brush up and just go.
Okay, try it.
Should I do it?
Yeah, what the hell? What, are you busy? We have to keep the interest of the crowd.
Right.
I'd love to
Keep
see the
answering
graph
questions.
of this. All right. We need more questions. More questions, please. All right. What does it say, Helen?
Remember to wish Joe Elliott of Def Leppard a happy 61st birthday.
All right. Let's see.
Okay,
What was
here
I
we go,
supposed
here
to
we
do again? Who was I supposed to wish a happy 60th birthday? I have to remember. Oh, Joe Elliott. Joe, my man. Joe Elliott and I are buds, man. We've toured with Def Leppard a couple times. My most memorable encounter with Joe, I was sitting in my dressing room just warming up on acoustic guitar. It was in Houston. And Joe walked into my dressing room with a guitar, and we spent the next half hour jamming on Jerry and the Pacemakers songs. Jerry and the Pacemakers were another Liverpool band. And by the end of the jam, Joe and I came to the conclusion that pretty much every Jerry and the Pacemakers song is the same song, just with a different title. Hey, what's happening?
We're doing this technique that I've learned
All right.
on YouTube.
Those are usually with
Okay, well, Mom just said I have the wrong scissors to be doing what I'm doing, but okay, like this is not looking bad, you guys. I'm not hating this.
I feel like you've been cutting that one part of your hair since I walked in here.
So basically, it'll be short right here, and the rest of it
Where's
is
your
Slow and
Right.
steady wins the race, Josh. Slow
All right.
and
How
steady.
long do you have?
Here we go.
Isn't this like time restricted?
Ah.
Are there no more questions?
Okay, so let's see. What
I could ask
was your favorite venue to play? My favorite venue to play was and always will be Red Rocks
Ooh.
outside of Morrison, Colorado. As a matter of fact, the theatrical release that I was mentioning, if everything goes the way we hope it will be a Red Rocks performance that will be available for drive-in theater viewing sometime soon.
That would be sick.
That would be awesome. There's another band involved, so we have to get there okay as well. So Kevin, what was the inspiration, I'm trying to read here, inspiration for the song Just For You? Well, funny you should ask that. That's from Ryan Anderson, I believe. That was, we had an album that we were putting together, kind of a hits album of all of our ballads. And so I called my friend Jim Peterick from Survivor and the Ides of March, Chicago boy. We go back to high school. I love Jim. And so he came over and he was playing this little piano thing in the living room on our piano. And we started working from there. And it was actually a song for one of the members of our studio audience, my beautiful wife, Lisa. And song's called Just For You. And it says, I live just for you, I give just for you, and your love has me wanting to be the best man I can be. And I believe in forever, just for you and me.
Oh, I love that song.
Right?
Wait, we just watched a home video that had that song in it.
Really?
Yeah, you were listening to that song the last day that we were in our old house.
Right.
And I was like dancing to it. I like loved it. I was like 2.
Aw. That's right. I wrote that song at Rancho Street. I thought I wrote it here.
Yeah.
And you were like this.
And I was like, yes,
Ah.
yes.
I was probably
You were-
listening to the mix to see
Yeah.
if it was a good mix. or
You
something.
totally were.
back and forth.
Aw.
All right, are we doing this technique again? I kind of liked that. The go up and just trim.
All right, we got something. We got Kyle Roeder. I couldn't read this if I had a telescope. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Love the videos from Camp Cronin. Kevin, how come you guys don't play songs from Building the Bridge and Earth, the Small Man, His Dog, and a Chicken live? I really miss those tunes. Well, thank you, Kyle. I do play Building the Bridge in my acoustic set from time to time. That may be my favorite song that I've ever written.
Daddy, just careful when you move, honey. She's got scissors.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, The Earth, a Small Man, His Dog, and a Chicken. There were some good songs in that record. Halfway is one of my favorites. My Love Is a Rock, The Heart Survives. There's some.
Oh, that's a great one.
My Love Is a Rock. Yeah, that's so okay. Good thought. The problem is we've got like 12 songs that if we don't play them all live, there will be a mob
Right.
gathered around our tour bus after the concert saying, "Why didn't you play? Roll with the Changes?" So we have to play those, and then we basically have time for like 3 other songs, and so we try to mix that up. We'll throw in Golden Country, we'll throw in Keep the Fire Burning, we'll throw in Building the Bridge. Yeah, that's a fun one, right?
Some good ones. Some good ones in there.
Yeah. So there you have it. Okay, so this is from who?
Ray Ostos.
Ray Ostos.
After your haircut, what favorite hat will you be wearing? What are you trying to say, Ray? Am I not doing a good job over here?
Ray, thank you for your foresight.
That was good.
We'll see. I think there are some hats for sale at the Ario merch site.
Ooh, good plug.
So
good
maybe,
plug.
yeah, good plug, right?
Shameless
placement. Shameless.
All
Yes.
right, now I really need to look at. I have no concept of what I've done on either side.
Oh, there's usually a mirror in front of it.
Right. Okay, so this needs to come off a lot.
Uh.
Too much length.
Isn't the screen kind of a mirror? Should I bring it closer?
Yeah, maybe we'll bring a little.
Let's zoom in.
Okay, here we go.
I think that the viewing audience is probably thinking that they want to see the final results of this, so there might be a little lag here. But stay tuned, folks. I could sing a song at any moment. Maybe I should.
We could do something.
Should I sing a song while I'm getting a haircut?
Yeah. Oh no, not with
No.
a guitar.
Oh, not with the guitar.
Acapella, Dad. Acapella.
Acapella.
What can we do?
Let's see. All right, let's hear some requests. What shall I sing a cappella,
Somewhere over
folks? And it's got to be one of my songs, so I know it. Yes, sing. Okay, well, yes, sing, but give me some suggestions.
Our studio audience is growing.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll take some suggestions from the studio audience.
That's what I just said. My favorite song is
Watchtower.
Keep the Fire Burning. All right, we'll hear the request for Keep the Fire Burning. What else?
That's great.
What
I
else
can
are we
finally
seeing
hear
here?
that.
Love Is a Rock. All right, Love Is a Rock. People want to hear Love Is a Rock. Give me a key here.
Okay.
My love is a rock, an immovable force. Anywhere that you are, my love is right here. With any tick of the clock, life can change its course. Some things are here and they're gone before you know.
Snip, snip,
Some
snip,
things
snip, snip,
disappear
snip,
without
snip,
a chance
snip,
to
snip,
grow. But my love will not. My love is a rock.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I just screwed up 2 lyrics. Thank you. The live studio, I didn't hear the response. Really the big response we're looking for. There's just a button that a certain person could push in a certain place in Northern
Well,
California.
Dad, why do we need to push that when we literally have a live studio audience?
That's true. Okay, all right.
Oh, we have a request from our live
No,
studio
live studio
audience.
audience.
Just for you.
What's that?
Just for you.
Okay, let's see. And I live just for you, and I give
Aw.
just for you, and your love has me wanting to be the best man I can be. This is too low. And I believe in forever, just for you and me.
Nice. Okay, how is this looking?
Good.
Thank you. Okay, I think I should try and conquer the top and then I'll clean it up.
The sides have got to go short.
Shorter?
I believe so.
Shorter?
Slowly.
Yeah, so I feel like slow and steady.
We were formed by the
Okay, let's see.
Any more questions?
Questions, song requests.
Song request.
I have a feeling that there is no one left watching. That's my. All right. Melissa Brown says, Holly.
This will be a great haircut and with Holly singing and dancing while she cuts her.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
That's
multi-talented. I can do many things at once. Many things at once.
I've been a fan since the set. Oh, gone. What's the story behind Wherever You're Going, It's All Right? Well, Wherever You're Going, It's All Right was a song that we were approached by by what Steven Spielberg's production company had called Amblin Entertainment to write and perform a song for an upcoming movie of his called The Goonies.
Ooh,
So
nice.
they sent me a script, and they brought us down to the set, which was really cool. That giant pirate ship was so cool. And so I watched some of the scenes and read the script, and the song "Wherever You're Going" was what I call a free song, because I never would have written that song except for reading the script for the Goonies. And so
Was it used in the Goonies?
it was used in the Goonies. It was
What?
it was used. It was on the soundtrack. Well, here's what happened. So we go to the premiere, and we're sitting in our beautiful 10th row center seats, and
Humble brag.
young Paris was sitting next to me. He was probably 9 or something, and we're watching the show, and all of a sudden Paris goes, "Daddy, I hear you singing," and I'm like, "What?" So I'm trying to listen. Basically, our song was coming from a radio in the kitchen of an apartment next door. So their window was open. The scene of the actual actors of the Goonies had their window open, and our song was playing on you couldn't, but
But hey, it's there.
it's there. It's
You're kinda looking
prominent
a
on
little
the
bit like Jeff Bridges
soundtrack.
right now.
Jeff
I like
Bridges? Okay, I'll take that. That's a
Yeah.
compliment. I love Jeff Bridges.
I love Jeff Bridges.
Okay, so now conquering top, I feel is the hardest part. Because you got the most length here, but I'm just gonna kind of go.
How to use your fingers.
Holly, will you let your dad cut your hair next?
Oh.
Ooh.
I totally said I would. That was part
That's true. That was
of getting him to do it. I
That's
said,
true.
if you let me cut yours, you cut
Right.
mine.
I'll get nice and wasted. Give me those scissors. When I cut your Harry, when I cut your, I am getting. When I cut your Hall, Harry, I'm gonna go 2 fists. I'm gonna go total Edward Scissorhands. Would the studio audience please stop interrupting me in the middle of talking? Jesus.
Okay. But yes, I did say I would let you cut my hair for sure. For sure. My hair's a little bit more complicated though. I've got these front bangs. I've got some layers.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as it seems.
I know. I think I'm afraid to do it, Hal.
If I had my old haircut where it was just all straight, I think you could do it. I really do.
Yeah. No.
All right. How are you feeling about this, you guys? It's not
hard.
as bad as I thought it was going to be.
You're really cutting off that much.
Pretty much.
Oh, come on, Hal.
I really see.
I'm too afraid to really go for it.
No, that's the whole point.
All right.
Oh wait, okay. Well,
What are
you
some?
can't just start going for it now.
What do you mean?
What are some of the? What?
What are some of the gifts you've received from fans? Oh, can I take this one?
Sure.
I'll never forget when I was 3 or 4. I went on stage at the end of. Oh, we really should have gotten you a cake.
Well, that's kind of mistaken, but it's all right.
I came on the stage for one of the last songs, and this woman reached up from the front row, and she was like, Holly, and she gave me this beautiful necklace. I think she gave me 2 or 3 of them, and I had them for 10 years, and they were these beautiful necklaces. And that's how I got my favorite doll, Rosita. That was a fan gift.
Right.
Yes, and the blanket that matched.
Yes. Yeah, this
That
fan
was
gave me
awesome.
a hand-sewn doll and a
Right.
blanket that matched her, and I named her Rosita, and she was my
Aw.
BFF for a really long time.
Yeah, she was your
That's so
imaginary
nice.
friend, Allie.
Well, she wasn't imaginary; she was a doll.
Right.
I think I still have that.
Oh, we must.
We get license. I received a bunch of license plates from people over the years with
Oh yeah.
some REO 157 or some different REO things on their license plates, and people sent them or gave them to one of the roadies to give me after the show, and I just assumed that they were gifts that I could keep. And then when Mom made that kind of piece of art with all the license plates attached to it, it occurred to me. I looked on the back of the license plates, and the people put their names and addresses on them. So I think they wanted me to sign them and send them back. So my apologies to anyone who gave me license plates over the years. But you'll be happy to know that they're hanging in the foyer of our house, and they look great. Except the one from Wisconsin keeps falling off. But whatever.
Is that a coincidence?
All right. Why was the top 40 hit "I Don't Want to Know" left off the hits and the Essential REO compilation?
Whoa.
Wow.
Called out, Dad.
Called out. That's kind of a record company thing. Usually there's just a finite amount of time that you can fit on an LP or on a CD. So we had to narrow down our choices. And I want to know, I'll tell you what, the video for "I Don't Want to Know" was an award-winning video. Kevin Dahl, our friend Kevin Dahl, Holly, your friend with his daughter. In fact, Kevin Dahl's daughter was really kind of responsible for our whole family becoming USC students.
And becoming a tour guide.
And becoming a USC tour guide like Holly was. But Kevin made an amazing video for "I Don't Want to Know." It was funny.
Is that where all the girls?
No, that's the one with the kind of quirky looking guy running around and it's all pixelated and it's hilarious.
It's simply hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys, I need some feedback from our live studio audience. What needs help? What is good?
Okay, so just maybe kind of go like this in the front to make it
Just
fall
like
naturally.
Hair doesn't seem to be looking too bad there, Holly.
Thank you.
Who's that? That's from Deb Rittenhouse.
Thank you, Deb.
Deb Rittenhouse Pine. Okay, good. Okay, we need more live questions here. We need to keep this. We need to keep the energy going here.
Yeah, actually looks like a solid trim.
Maybe I should abandon my music career and just.
I have this.
Dang, I thought it was going to be way funnier.
Okay, they say, Holly, they're saying shorter.
Shorter?
The sides need to be shorter.
The
Thank
sides
you.
need to be shorter. You know what? I agree.
Trim sides. The sides by ears.
By the ears. Okay.
Come on.
You know what we should have done? I should have done one side and Holly should have done the other. And
left side needs shorter.
Which left? Looking at it left or my left?
Probably this. Probably
shorter, Holly.
Okay, all right,
Shorter,
everyone. I'm
shorter.
done. I get it.
Are you an actual stylist? No. The last time Holly attempted to cut hair, she was about 8 years old. She cut half of her bangs, and
It was bad.
Mom about had a heart attack.
Yeah, Mom told me. I was at Donya's house.
Holly, can you cut my hair, please? That's from Lisbeth Chavira.
Yeah,
is it Lisbeth?
Now is the best time to have an in-home hairstylist because we can't get our hair styled outside of the home. All right, you guys, I'm going side shorter.
That's our good friend Tommy Shaw of Styx. He is married to Jeannie, who is an amazing hairstylist. So,
so he's got it made.
I went and married a music publisher. Like, what good does that do my hair?
Bring Josh on screen. Josh up, sir, please.
Josh, come on, peek in. Whoa, hello. There he is.
Oh my God, we're at 12:34, Dad.
Kevin, right side should be shorter.
Down here needs to trim some of that.
Yeah.
Is it over?
I mean, I think we need to just finish this up. If it's an hour, it takes an hour. People can get out.
Yeah, that's true.
People might just watch it later and fast forward.
Right.
Hey, Holly, you should open up your own salon.
Not down, you guys.
Just after every salon in California just had to close.
Oh my gosh. What if I opened a salon that was kind of like that diner in New York where all of the hairstylists were also struggling musicians? So they would sing to you while they
While
cut your
they
hair.
cut their hair.
And then you don't have to worry about like, when you have to make awkward conversation or you don't want to talk to your hairstylist necessarily. Like now all of those fears are just gone.
True. But I love my hairstylist. I love talking to Nikki.
Yeah, but not everyone does, Dad.
True.
And you can opt to not have the singing, but that'd be kind of cool.
I've never heard Nikki sing.
Would the singing cost extra?
Yes. I think
Or is
it
it
should.
just more of like a tip thing?
I think it's just more of a tip.
Probably more of a tip
What's
thing.
the best
No
joke
pressure.
you have played? What?
You have played on Dave while on the road.
Best joke we have played on Dave. I got to think about that one. Got to think. It's been so
Okay,
long
like
since
I'm
we've been
cutting
around.
this too, like real short.
Let's hear it, folks. Chime in.
Like shorter,
A
because
little bit.
like this curl should be gone.
A little
What
bit.
do they say? Stage left, Holly. Linda Beach says stage left.
left.
The sides could be
Oh, the salon could be Chez Holly.
Shea Holly, yes.
Oh, stage left.
Do
Kind of do it like this thing.
what? Do a
Do a bowl cut.
George says do a bowl cut. Do you have any great Eddie Money stories that you could share? Eddie,
Aw.
we miss Eddie so much. Eddie was just like he was the greatest. He was when you toured with Eddie, it was like having a stand-up comedian on the road with you. Eddie would just roam around from dressing room to dressing room, and he would tell the jokes. He always had a joke. But I remember Eddie. He played saxophone on one song.
He did?
Yes,
That's awesome.
and he would warm up. Once he was warmed up, he could play okay. But the warm up was a
Not
little.
cute.
It was kind of brutal. Yeah. And he was always right next to my dressing room because they put the singers next to each other because we
I'm so
always
sorry.
made the weird noises.
You're covered with
I'm covered with hair. Give me an arm with hair, long, beautiful hair.
All right, you guys, I'm going stage left right now.
This is the COVID quarantine
Cronin
Cronin
cut.
Okay, nice. That's from Randy.
Desperate times, everyone. Desperate times.
Yes. I wish the screen could be bigger so I could read.
Oh,
What's-
we can make that happen for you.
Yeah, make that happen for me, huh?
Boom.
Boom, there it is.
Boom.
Terry Golson says, whose idea was it to use the Little Rascals for Tough Guys? That was kind of a band idea. It kind of happened by accident. Yeah, it's a long story. And you can read that story in my upcoming memoir.
I feel like nobody can see the back, but the back needs to be shorter. What do you think?
Should I
Josh,
turn
can you come
around?
check it out?
Yeah, I think the back needs some serious change.
Some serious.
Otherwise, it's going to be a
Like,
malfro.
yeah, I think like, yeah.
like wait, like down here.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't either. That's
It depends what you're going for.
I don't know what I'm going for.
I'm going for
Do
something.
you want clean ears or do you want like a little bit of?
I don't know. Like I don't.
It's
want
not
him
my.
to look
It's your
like
decision. You
he's
guys
an
got me into this.
accountant, but
Yeah, no, because I think you should kind of.
Okay,
cut, like,
Jill
the-
Bolin says,
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
trouble was Josh in for his outburst on TMZ when he was younger? Your reaction was priceless. Yes, Josh, would you like to explain that to the?
I would like to explain that my father was the only person who was mad at me.
No, I wasn't mad. You remember? I came out here. Yeah, I came out here, and you and I had a talk.
I mean, I definitely wrote a formal apology.
it was also hard because I don't want to generalize, but the older generations do not get the joke in it
Well,
and why
also-
it was funny.
I think another thing that the context that is kind of needed here is that this was not like a big like camera crew, like obvious TV type of deal. This was like a dude in like board shorts in a jacket with like a little handheld camera with a tiny little light on it.
But it said
Just asking,
TMZ.
like-
But it said TMZ on it.
Yeah, we
No, it
knew.
didn't.
Yeah, we
Yes,
knew.
it
was
did.
TMZ
I
for
did not
sure.
see
No, I didn't.
TMZ.
No, I don't think it did.
There's
It
no
didn't?
way.
No, it
way.
did not. Nope.
Because I remember thinking like, oh, is this
but
is it like an
Dad,
actual news thing? I was like, no, this is just some Pepperdine student like just making like some dumb
But-
video.
Daddy, you figured it out because
I mean,
they-
'cause the question
that
was,
happens
I
all
mean,
the
let's
time.
be honest, like the question was not a good question. I don't even think that would have
Yeah, the question was.
It was like, heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend. Like, I don't even think anybody even
No, Josh,
could say the
that
question.
was arguably one of TMZ. If TMZ had a best moments, that would be on it.
Yeah.
Well, I also found out after that the original dude who did that was like fake. It was a completely fake video. I didn't know.
Okay, well, I need
See,
some
I'm
more
thinking
feedback.
right here, Holly. I think
Hello,
right
Kevin.
here.
I have
literally
autism. How did Can't Fight This Feeling
Like-
come
like
about?
that
What
right there.
was the story behind it? Well, I hope you're doing well with your autism. I hope there's so much information out to help people with autism now, which I think is amazing. Because when I was a kid, people were suffering from autism, but there was no name for it. And so, at any rate, the idea for Can't Fight This Feeling, it came. It's a long story, and it's available in my upcoming memoir. Wait, what's the joke here? What do you guys
I
like?
just like totally went.
just Holly. Just the
Josh
way-
just saw how little method I have in this in my recent cut. Okay, so like this just like gone, like over the ear gone. Yeah.
Go for it.
Why
Hal.
don't you take the top, blend it a little bit now, honey, like up with the top and see how it blends with
Well,
the
but
sides.
Dad's top is kind of like it is kind of zhuzhy and separate from the rest of his head.
Yeah, I should bring it in on the sides.
Right.
So
you got like
Uh-oh, here we go.
Mess that up a little bit. You know how Dad wears his hair,
Right.
and see how it's blending.
Okay, so like
see, I
here
think
we
the
need to
sides are okay.
You do?
Yeah,
Maybe a little more?
Yeah, come on,
a
Hal.
little bit.
All right, so
I'm really loving these YouTube methods that
will
I'm
you
guys.
show us how much hair fell on the floor? Yes, we will show you how much hair fell on the floor, but not yet. Not till we're done. Let's see. Let me take a look.
It's blonde, so it's hard to see. But you can just judge based off of how much is on your body right now.
That's true. I'm covered.
Yeah, but
Basically, I'm
clean
covered in
up,
hair.
it's not going to be great for this.
All right, I need another hit.
Yeah.
I'm liking it, Mom.
Thank you.
Whew.
As Bob Ross says, there's no mistakes, just happy accidents. So.
Maybe the next.
Okay. All right, Dad. If you could have any hairstyle in the world and you knew it was going to look good on you, what would you do?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't pay attention too much. I'm kind of, it's like if I'm gonna go for it, Holly, that's my thing. If we're gonna go, let's go.
Go
Let's,
big or go home?
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I feel like I've really cut off a long hair.
I don't think so. I'm look at this.
Okay, but there's like a million of those.
There's like that much hair. That's it.
I'm more of my technique I think is going in waves instead of
All
all
right.
at once.
Holly, I think Daddy looks younger with this cut.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Take it on the run, baby.
Nobody asked
If
for
that's
it.
the way you want it, baby, then I don't want you around.
Well,
I don't believe it, not for a minute. You're under the gun, so you take it on the run. Spike the top. Madeline,
Oh, the spike will come at the end with the product. Don't you worry, Madeline. We've got it. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Kathy McConnell says, when will your book be done?
That's a great question,
thank
Great
you,
question.
Daddy.
It's getting close. It's
Wish we could
really
answer
getting
that.
close. No, it really is. I kind of reshuffled a bunch of chapters at the end. See, my wife started helping me out, kind of editing with me. And it got to the point where now I kind of see what she meant and I can kind of go, I see. So now I'm kind of in a groove, and the book's getting a lot better, and I'm almost done. I figured that I needed to write a chapter about my experience with COVID-19, with being off the road, with being home, with bonding with my family, and learning what it feels like to be a full-time family member. So I wrote kind of a PS to the book about that, and I'm just kind of finishing that up. And so Elliot Bloom says, I was a professional hairdresser. Holly is doing a good job.
Okay,
Elliot,
Elliot.
nice. Comb up the sides to cut it,
I feel
says
like that's
Jennifer
why-
Higgins Carroll.
Jennifer, I feel like that is my strategy here. Covering up
Nice.
the sides.
Loved your family rendition of Building the Bridge. It was so beautiful. Thank you,
Aw.
Tracy.
Thank you,
We
Tracy.
practiced way
Tracy
too much.
Farley. Kathleen Wending says, takes me forever to cut my husband's hair. Also, he says, next customer is waiting.
Wow, you guys, I just think that maybe I have this hidden talent.
Could be how.
All right, I feel like we're getting close.
Mhm.
What do you
I
think,
don't
Mom?
feel like I don't think we've
It's
cut
looking
enough.
good, honey.
Sell the hair for charity. Yes, if anyone wants to buy this hair, make a donation to MusiCares, and
We'll send you a lock of it.
send you a lock.
Will you consider a reality TV show? Basically, our whole life is just a reality TV show, but without
Without the cameras.
TV. Yeah, without the cameras. All right. I mean, I don't want to take too much off the top.
Why not?
I think the top is
Ah,
good.
okay.
I agree.
This is awesome. Great that you do this every week. If I may ask, what band or artist has inspired and or influenced you musically? Well, the Beatles, obviously, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, the Byrds. My first record was Mr. Tambourine Man. And who else? Who more recently? I mean, my music was a
I
lot
just
like,
turned you on to James Blake.
yeah, James Blake. He's cool.
It's really cool.
Can I hear an oops and see his face? Kyle Montgomery.
I thought about that. I thought about like getting some ketchup or something and coming out with bloody hands, being like, "What have I
That
done?"
would have been good, huh?
I know.
Okay, let's see. This is Lori. I can't read. Lori Kilda
That's a hard one.
Borsha. What was the first song you sang to your daughter when she was born? Well, I actually made up a song for my daughter before she was born. She was, when Lisa was carrying her, we started calling her Bambina.
Ah, yes.
And then we shortened it to Bean. And Holly, I used to carry you around the house at nap time, trying to sing you to sleep. And I sang a song that it went, she's a bean, she's a boo, she's a little Bambina too. She loves her mom, she loves her dad. They're the best parents she ever had. She loves her Gammy and her big brother Paris. Sometimes she passes gas and she gets embarrassed. She's the
Interesting
best.
lyric.
Yeah. Holly, great job. Anything new about the mugs?
Oh, yes. I saw
Did
Corey
we get
yesterday.
a sample?
Yes, he has some coming in.
Oh, we got some sample mugs coming in, you guys.
Sample mugs coming in.
All right, it's 12:47. We got to wrap this up, Dad.
Well, Holly, no, you're going to take as long as it takes to cut my hair.
I mean, I think we're looking good.
You think you're done?
I mean,
The sides need to be shorter, don't you think?
even shorter?
Because it's also a little wet, so it's going to get shorter
Let's
as
see.
it dries.
I don't
Again,
know. It's
you're
all this.
blending.
There's all this goo over here.
Goo?
I like it. Okay, maybe a little off the top.
A little off
'Cause
the top?
It's got a little height up there, and it's looking a little
There's
like
like,
gammy.
there's like 3 people left watching this. Anyone who is still watching this show right
Yeah,
now,
true fan.
we love you all. Everyone, are you going to let Holly color your hair too?
Oh, that's
I
gonna
want to
be-
do that.
That's going
I
to be
think
a
we're
no.
going on that. We're going on natural on the cover, right? Huh?
Yeah.
On the color. Yeah. So anyone watching now, we really love you. Yes, shorter on the sides, please, says Julie.
Oh my gosh.
Terry says
Yeah.
yes.
Sides definitely
Need to be shorter.
Mom, the
Terry,
fans have spoken.
Madeline, yes, sides need to be shorter. The fans want it shorter.
Fans
Holly.
want it shorter. All right, I'm really going to do it.
Yeah.
Comb the side. Leah McLean, comb the sides up. Can you sing Can't Fight This Feeling for us? Sure. I can't fight this feeling any longer, yet I can't remember the words. I'm afraid to let it flow. What started out as friendship has grown stronger. I only wish I had the strength to let it show. I'm a little drunk, so. Tell myself that I can't hold out forever. I say there is no reason for my fear, 'cause I feel so secure when we're together. You give my life direction, you make everything so clear.
Beautiful.
I think we have to say hi to another member of the studio audience, the lovely and talented Lily.
Yes.
Lily has been part of our extended family for, Lily, how many years?
Almost 20.
Almost 20 years. Holly started out as Holly, Josh, and Shane's nanny when they were younger, and then their babysitter as they grew older, and now as adults, Lily is just our friend, and
She's basically
what
a fill-in for you.
what's her?
She's
Yes.
basically mom's husband.
Yes. Yes, when mom goes on these shopping sprees, taking back sprees, looking for apartments when we don't need an apartment, babysitter. Ooh, I just got scored in the face by mom.
Babysitter the cat.
Yes,
Oh yeah, the cat sitter.
yes. Lily takes care of the house.
My mom
When we were in
still says she
Carpentry
can.
last week, Lily stayed at the house,
Do that.
took
Same
care of
idea, just a little
Zonda the
shorter.
cat. Any idea for a special episode where she cuts your hair? Oh, she cuts the hair of Sir Please.
Ah.
Well, Sir Please was cutting each other's hair. That's how Josh got his mullet.
Yes, David, Sir Please's drummer, cut Josh's hair a couple weeks ago, which explains why Josh's hair was so short a minute ago. All right,
All right, Dad.
Monica Santos says, how about the hairstyle from I Don't Want to Know? Oh, that was funny. That was a wig.
I have no reference.
It was a dad wig. I looked like Hugh Beaumont on Leave It to Beaver.
I mean, still shorter.
Have you been to the Kentucky Derby?
Oh,
Do you ever forget the lyrics on stage? I have been to the Kentucky Derby. We played a show at the Kentucky Derby in 1972. And yes, I do forget the words on stage every once in a while. But I'm pretty good at just kind of
Isn't
going
that
with
crazy
it.
that your mind can still forget those lyrics even though you sung them like
I
a
know.
bajillion times?
I know. Doesn't happen too often.
But when it does,
But
it's
when it
bad.
does. Yeah, I know. I forgot the words of In My Dreams as I was playing it solo acoustic in Indianapolis one night. And
My assistant.
yes. And I literally went blank. So I came out for the encore because I figured I have to get back on the horse so it doesn't become a thing. Came back out for the encore, nailed it.
Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, you guys. I think that we are close to being done.
What are we thinking? Tell us the story behind the regular. Well, I need some haircut feedback here. What are we thinking? Is it short enough on the sides? Come on, fans. Anyone still watching at all? Anyone still awake out there?
everyone has
Everyone's left the building.
this.
Can't imagine why.
I mean, I'm not mad at this.
No, but I think
How
that's
about
great.
you cut Holly's hair? Well,
I mean,
looking good.
hello.
Yes.
Marie Kerner said looking good.
Should I put some
Above the ears, says
above the
Becky.
ears?
I agree, Becky.
Oh, I don't
Mark.
know.
Off the ears. Yes, shorter on the sides. Look at everybody. Bring the
Bring out
buzzer.
the buzzer.
Shorter on the sides, shorter on top,
Really?
shorter. Everyone says
Oh
shorter.
my goodness. You have demanding fans, Dad.
I do.
Interesting.
I'm glad there's someone watching. That's all,
All right.
We thought this was going to help our ratings. Stan Peterson looking good. Steve Vance looking good. Seems that the guys are saying it's looking good. The girls are saying cut it shorter, just in
Which
general.
is funny because the women in our live studio audience are liking it better than
Jacqueline
us.
says
I'm
cut it
liking
shorter.
Oh, wrong scissors.
Uncle Nick DeMarc, he's my dad. Do you remember Uncle Nick DeMarc?
Oh, yes.
Nick.
Yes.
We love Nick.
Uncle Nicky. That's Tony's uncle.
Yeah, Tony. Oh, I was thinking of Tony. We love Tony.
Alrighty, we're getting
Shorter over the ears, Tracy Farley.
Tracy.
She's been watching the whole time.
Tracy.
Yamaraz Quinones says, oh, great job, Holly. Dawn. Linda, not too short. Oh, Linda Fern says not too short.
Okay, Linda,
Teresa
I'm agreeing
S,
with you.
shorter. Teresa S, come on. Over the ears.
It seems like
Other
your fans
side.
are kind of wanting a fade for you, Dad.
What's that?
Like where it's really long on the top and then it gets really short on the sides.
I'd like to sport that. I'd like to
Yeah?
rock that. Yeah, kind of like the guys in One Republic or whatever.
So
or-
if you cut all this in here.
Just go
That.
straight up like that.
Shorter is youthful, to match your spirit.
Oh.
Dolores Deborah Ellis says, just clean up the sides. I mean, Cynthia Clemens, hair's looking good. Thank you for the feedback, everybody. Have
Yeah,
kind of a
really.
Richard Gere look. Oh, and in fact,
Okay.
speaking of,
That's what I was
speaking
thinking.
of Richard Gere, there's a little blurb in the book about my encounter with Richard Gere. But you'll have to read it to see the entire story. Combination of Kim Basinger and Richard Gere. But
All right, Dad.
come on, Hal, be brave.
More?
I'm brave, you know.
Yeah.
I know, but Mom's telling me it's looking good, and I
It's
trust her.
good. Yeah, I like
But I
it.
think we should be nice and short on the sides.
You don't think that that's short already? I wish we had
Okay, well,
no more. It's
All
too
right.
short.
right.
There's
I
one.
agree.
Please
Please
stop.
stop, Kevin.
All right.
Okay,
who
you
else?
also have
Michelle
to
Leo
remember,
says-
this is wet.
Right, it's gonna dry.
How about some hair extensions?
All right, I'm gonna put some of this, some of my favorite.
It's
hair-
perfect. Still very handsome. Oh, thank you,
well
Rutha.
done.
Get rid of that right wing over the ear. Mark
This needs-
and Amy.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, you can always fix it up after you put
Yeah.
the product.
So what
in,
I
right?
would do, Hal, is pull this out and then cut.
I was looking at it. It'll be short when it dries. Thank you, Amy.
Yes.
Amy Pate.
Boom.
Roger close. Looking good.
I think this is good, Dad.
Really? Don't
Yep.
cut anymore. Brenda.
Come on.
Saget.
You guys.
Cut off the wing. What's the wing? Is this
Or
the
maybe
wing over
two.
here? This thing?
Teeny bit shorter.
Mohawk. Steve Parsons says Mohawk. Yes.
All right, you guys, we're going on an hour here. I feel like this
All
is
right.
good.
Right wing. What's the right wing?
This maybe? I don't know.
Let's see. Let me see. Look here.
I think it's this thing over here.
Yeah,
thing
this
over
is where
here.
I would cut out, is right here. Boom.
That's it.
And you pull it out and then cut it down this way.
Nice haircut. Great job, says Charles W. Lee. Thank you, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
You need some styling gel. Thank you, Leah. Leah McLean says you need some styling gel. What's the story behind I'll Follow You? That's one of my favorite songs. You know what? I can't pronounce the name. Lily, help me pronounce this name. Yamariz. Yam. Here, take a look.
Yamiaras.
Yamaris, maybe?
What is the name? Yamaris. Yamartis Quinones. Oh,
How do you say it?
I think I know that girl.
You didn't know her? Oh, that's funny. Lily's friends are watching.
It's not just Ariana, guys. It's Lily fans too.
Ah, wow.
Lily
See,
comes in for 2 minutes and she's already got
Yeah,
she's
she's got
got
fans.
fans. That's amazing.
Yamari.
Yamari.
Yamari, yeah. Yamari
Mhm.
All right, you guys, more?
Good
Susanna
job.
Gross, you're done.
Yes.
Yep, I agree. I think we're done. Well, you guys, this is the finished product.
Wow.
Holly Picks haircut. Email me for inquiries.
It's good, huh?
Should we finish with one final song, Dad?
Yep. I think there's only
Okay,
one
just a
song.
little bit.
I think there's like, do we need some more gel? Need some more product?
I don't think so.
No?
Woo!
I am covered in hair.
Yes.
All right, I think
Oh, you guys are going to show the hair.
there may be
Watch
some
the good
people
hair
that
on
missed
this harmony.
there may be some people that missed the intro.
Right.
So press the button.
Yep. Here we
All
go.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Those of you who watched the whole thing, your patience is amazing. So everyone sing along. Here we go. longer. Here, baby, there, mama, if we were daddy, daddy, hey. Flow it, show it, long as I can grow it my hair.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Woo! See you next week. Holly Picks, what have I gotten myself into? Whoa, Holly Picks, yeah, Holly Picks. She picks my shirt, she picks my shoes. We'll be all across the country, just like a ride down Route 66. So Saturday at noon, this is where to tune, right here at Holly Picks.